Hello. Welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Sarah.
No, Matt.
On today's episode, we're talking about yet another spot. This one's Red Spot, a 15-year-old pot still Irish whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell. Matt, why don't you tell us about this wonderful spot?
All right. 15-year Red Spot. We actually got a donation of this. It's over at, from Galen. Heard they didn't have Red Spot, so he actually donated one for us to review. So I happen to have one too, but there's the one from Galen. So I'll say thanks for the donation. We appreciate it. Awesome thing for their 15th anniversary. So it worked out perfect. So, all right. So this is 46%. So, it's non-chill filter, which is always a plus. It is ex-bourbon, ex-Spanish Oloroso sherry butts, and ex-marsala casks. So it hadn't been in the market for 50 years when they decided to finally put it out again. Hadn't been around since like 1960 was the last time I actually saw it in the market. So it had been absent for quite some time. Of course, the Irish whiskey business in general had done pretty crappy for quite some time. So what they decided to do in 2004, that secretly started laying down marsala casks that with 5-year distillate in it already. It had been an ex-bourbon that were from Sicily. Then they got with the Mitchel family, of course, is the ones that were responsible for all the cool red spots. That to name all their whiskeys and go see the history of all the spots. Go check out the Green Spot videos, which we'll link at the back of this video. And it's like the Mitchell family was a very, very involved with Kevin O'Gorman, who is the master of maturation at Midleton. And so this goes back to a recipe from the early 1900s from the Mitchell family, and that's the one they follow for this. So it is, of course, it's triple distilled. So let's see what we think of this. Sorry, not triple distilled. Wait, yes, it is.
So good.
Fine. It's triple distilled. Fine. Oh, stupid.
It's been a long day, Matt. It's okay.
It has been a long day. Been a long few
What
days.
smell? You smell?
I'm like, it's Irish. It has to be triple distilled. It doesn't have to, but most of the time. All right, let's see what we think of this thing.
It's a pretty typical thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it's pretty typical.
It's got so fruity.
So fruity. And this actually gets into the tropical fruit notes, which is
it really does.
The notes that I have in old Irish whiskey is when it can actually get into those real deep tropical notes where you get in the mango, papaya, guava.
Mm-hmm.
And this is skirts with pineapple as well.
Coconut.
Yeah, coconut.
See, I get like almond pound cake and raisins and a little bit of course, the sherry, plums and dates, powdered sugar, honey roasted nuts, little lemon.
It's like white raisins.
I get lemon cake,
like
with the glaze on it.
Mm-hmm.
Sweetness.
Like a black cherry yogurt, like warm hazelnuts, like the ones they serve on the airplane in first class, so the fancy people. Those ones, the salt on them, they come on with the little, the white washcloth so you can wash your hands and clean your face, all that fun stuff.
Fancy.
It's fancy. It's a fancy whiskey for first class. First class whiskey. All right, so it smells good. That's a good.
It smells really good. There's a lot going on in this, and
it smells
upside
so
to it versus some of the other spots that we reviewed right off the bat. This is open. It's been open for a little bit.
Yeah, because like I said, they just came out end of 2018, early 2019 when they came on the market. So it can't be open longer than that.
Right. But still, even a couple of months, that if we were to go back to the blue spot, it would change already.
No doubt. Yeah, we still review blue. Still need to do that, but
I've found with Irish whiskey, the longer it's open, the longer that it gets to sit, the better it gets.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Some whiskeys kind of almost go flat the longer they sit there. Not
Irish tends to get better.
Irish.
All right, so
this is so good.
Nice and malty. Lots of beautiful, like I said, the tropical notes you usually get on older Irish, which we love. The guava papayas, mangoes. Same thing with the almonds and the dates and honey and plums. Yep. Very effervescent and oily.
That sherry's coming out very strongly.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with marsala and just having it on its own because
I'm gonna grab some real quick because I want to see what it does.
Lime.
Some marsala.
So, but I don't know. What do you get out of a marsala?
Deep, ruby,
red fruits.
Red fruits. A lot of apple usually, which I'm finding red apple in this one.
I'm finding a little bit of red apple in it.
Yeah, I am as well. and then typically the darker berries, blueberry, blackberry, blackcurrant, that type of thing.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's kind of like that Granny Smith apple thing coming with a little bit of clove now, coming up with some cinnamon.
See, I don't get the darkness of a Granny Smith. I get more of a Red Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is some Marsala. I want to see how this does anything for it. I have Marsala occasionally. I don't have a real good reference for Marsala. There's not a lot of whiskey finished in it.
Other than the palate getting into mango, papaya, guava, this doesn't have as much of a depth of age on the palate as I was hoping and expecting it to have.
Agree.
There are quite a few others, 15-year-old Irish that taste their 15 years.
Yeah, like the Redbreast 15, I think is more like that, which they're made the same style, both single pot stills.
Well, and it could be
Same place.
Sitting in those ex wine barrels could have taken some of that depth out and replaced it with the fruitness.
It's true.
It could be. Oh.
Yeah, because all my favorite, I guess not all my favorite, but most of my favorite Irish have been mostly just ex-bourbon only.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So
now with the Marsala, you can pick up it gives it like a watermelon note that I'm finding on the back end there.
Interesting.
And that's where it's coming from, is that Marsala barrel. Interesting.
So are you kind of stealing all the Marsala by drinking the Marsala so that now you're not tasting any of what that is in the glass?
Yeah, I was looking just for what the Marsala does, just on purpose.
Yeah.
To see what it does to it. Yeah, that's the thing I think that makes the difference is once you taste the Marsala, that's the only note that really seems to change when you taste the whiskey is that watermelon note that finishes on it, so mostly where it's coming from is the Marsala. Interesting.
Okay. This is really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. Now, originally they came out at like 130. I was looking them up because they're hard to find. They're up to like 175 now.
Jeez.
Everyone think this is worse 175? No, I don't. I can't, in good conscience, will do that. In fact, I had more of these at one point in time, but Scotch Just Dummies. They went to live at Scott's house from Scotch Just Dummies. So, because his wife really liked them. So they went to his house.
There you go.
So, he couldn't find them up there in Kansas. So, it's all good. Yeah, it's good, but it's not mind-blowing good like I had hoped when the Red Spot came on the market.
Yeah, and just the 9-year Gold Spot actually
better.
It tastes older than 9 by
Agree.
a shot. This to me tastes younger than 15 by a long shot. So it's kind of an odd flip flop.
I don't know. It was good. It's just not mind-blowing.
Still good. Still good. And I'd pay $120 for it all day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Galen. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Galen. I only need 2 more spots to finish off my collection now.
See, there you go.
And the 2 that are easier to find.
Perfect.
So, all right. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell. Come hang out with us Monday nights. And next time,
keep on crusading for better whiskey in your glass.
Cheers.
Cheers.